What's going on, guys? Before we get started, I want to thank Ryan for letting me borrow this handgun. It's a Walther Creed. It's their least expensive 9mm handgun. I see these on sale all the time for right around $200 to $300, which is incredibly cheap for such a high quality weapon. But we'll take a close look at it. We'll look at all the controls. We'll weigh it, check the trigger pull, and then we'll go see how it shoots. This gun is chambered for 9mm. The double stack magazines hold 15 rounds. It's a very simple gun to operate. We have our slide release, slide lock, and our mag release. That's it. There's no manual safety, and this gun doesn't need one because it has a long, relatively heavy trigger pull. And really, the only safety that you need is already connected to your body. It's really hard to believe that Walther can offer this gun at such a low price. When you manipulate it and look at it closely, it feels like a very high quality piece of equipment. We have a carbon steel slide, a plastic frame, and we have a rail on the bottom to mount either a light or a laser. We have front and rear serrations on the slide. The checkering on the grip is not aggressive, but it does have a very good amount of traction to it. And then, of course, the finger grooves are really nicely spaced, at least for my hands. The weight is 1 pound, 7.5 ounces. And with a fully loaded magazine, 2 pounds, 0.5 ounces. Let's make sure this gun is empty before we check the trigger. No magazine, chamber's clear. It is hammer fired. You can see the hammer move as I pull the trigger back. And then at the end of this long travel, it breaks really crisp and clean. A little bit of over travel, and then the reset is about halfway, and you can hear it and feel it. And this gun, even though it is hammer fired, has no restrike capability. The slide has to be racked before it can fire again. And the pull weight on that pre-travel is right around 2 pounds, 7.7 ounces. And then to break the trigger, 4 pounds, 6.7 ounces. So it's pretty light. It's the only thing that we have to manage is that long pre-travel before the break, and also the long reset. That might take a little bit of getting used to. Here's my first shots with the Walther Creed chamber for 9mm, 15 rounds in the magazine. Let's see how this thing shoots. Slide lock back, functioned perfectly. Let's see how we do against the steel. It does fire pretty quick, but you have to get used to that long reset. May not be the prettiest gun, might not have the best trigger, but it's been 100% reliable through a few hundred rounds. Feels great in the hand. It feels very ergonomic. I think it's really worth the $250 to $300.